We're going to start tonight, though, with Owen Farrell, who's been speaking to the media for the first time since he announced he would be unavailable to play for his country to focus on his mental well-being. The former England captain has revealed he deleted social media for last year's Rugby World Cup, but was still affected by the abuse he suffered, which also saw him booed by some England fans during the tournament.
Well, obviously, the World Cup was difficult at times, but again, I really enjoyed the playing side of it. Really enjoyed the being involved side, and just trying to get back to enjoy myself.
I think the one thing that people will be wondering is how much specifically the social media element of it has defined the decisions you've made recently.
I thought it'd be the best thing for me. I thought it'd be the best thing for me family, and obviously there's a change happening next year off the back of it as well. So yeah, I've obviously done that because I think it'd be good for me.
Do you feel let down at all by English fans, maybe even English press? I mean, is there part of you that feels a little hurt by the way that you've been treated?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It is what it is. I guess to listen when it does get personal, I guess to listen to that would be silly on my part. So I was just trying to do the right thing by us and me.
You know, when you're getting booed, when that, and I know you can kind of shield this off, but does it ever feel like, come on man, like I've given my decades to England as a captain?
I don't really try and look too much into it, and obviously it's hard to get away from nowadays. You kind of feel it at times, but it'd be wrong of me to entertain it too much, I guess, because I guess anybody's opinion I respect, or anybody's opinion who I think of, or anybody I know, to be honest, I wouldn't see them going into comment sections and writing stuff. I mean, I deleted social media for the whole of the World Cup, and you still kind of feel that it's there. So, as I said, the one thing that stays constant is that you try and do your best.
Well, let's speak to our reporter Eleanor Roper, who was in Farrell's news conference and joins us now. Ellie, very good evening. It's been a while since we heard from Owen Farrell. Did he mention or talk about the fact that he may or may not play for his country again?
Yeah, he did. I think it was an opportunity for people to look back. You mentioned there him taking the decision. It was in November that he announced that he would be stepping down and would not be available for selection for England for the Six Nations. But nobody's heard from him since, so it was an opportunity to look back and to hear more, as you heard there, about that decision, but also an opportunity for people to ask him about the future and what that might look like, whether we will indeed see him play for England again. Now, asked about that today, he didn't really want to comment. He said it was almost pointless to talk about it now because he doesn't know how he'll feel or what the situation will be in a couple of years' time. What we do know for sure is that he will leave Saracens at the end of the season to go to Paris, to go to Racing 92 for 2 years. And I think then he'll take a view as to what the situation is. Here's what he had to say.
I don't know. I've stepped back. There's obviously a change happening next year, and then we'll see. There's no point making anything. There's no point in saying anything now because you don't know how I'm going to feel later down the line. So we'll see.
There's a lot left you want to achieve.
Of course there is. I want to play for as long as I possibly can, as long as I'm enjoying it. I love playing, and that's always been the case. Like even during the tougher bits, as has been spoken about, I loved the game, and I loved the rugby, and I want to enjoy all of it a bit more.
OK, Ellie, he's not sure whether he'll play for England again, but of course the Lions are going to be in Australia. His dad is going to be coaching the Lions. Did he have anything to say about that?
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting question. We'll hear from him in a sec. But it is clear, OK, Owen Farrell is an enormous competitor. We know how much he's achieved in an England shirt. He's England's record point scorer. Asked whether he's maybe taking his foot off the gas, having stepped away from England, maybe going to enjoy life a bit more. He says it is clear he still wants to compete at the top level and he still has loads that he wants to achieve. Now, it is a natural question, I guess. The Lions tour next summer with his dad in charge. Does he see himself playing a part? Here's what he had to say.
It's not something that thought about it as of yet, no.
You've not spoken to your dad about it at all?
I've spoken to my dad about it. I've told him well done. If that counts. Does that count? No, it's like it's not. There's nothing to talk about. Whatever happens. Like it's nothing. There's no decisions to be made about any of that. And when it gets closer to the time, I guess things become clearer. They don't, and you see how people are at that time. So there's nothing to talk about. I don't think there at the minute.
So who knows what the next couple of years have in store, whether we will see Owen Farrell back in an England shirt or indeed playing for the Lions next summer. But he appears happy, relaxed, enjoying his rugby, and he's definitely got a lot more to give. Now this weekend he will make his 250th appearance for his club Saracens when they take on Harlequins. That's at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. He says he can't wait to get out there with his teammates, with his two little boys, to take them onto the pitch. And there's definitely a lot more to come, Mike.
Eleanor Roper, thank you very much.